This video shows how the getline function works with different delimiter characters. Line 7 declares an ifstream object called fin and associates it with the input.dat data file. Let's take a quick look at the data file. It has two lines of text. The first line has a combination of digit and non-digit characters. The second line has a combination of letter and non-letter characters. First, we will run the program without the third argument for the getline function. In this case, the new line character is the default delimiter. The program grabs the whole first line into val and the whole second line into leftover. Let's now add an open parentheses as a delimiter character for the first getline function. Since nothing is before the open parentheses, an empty string is stored and displayed by val, as shown by the result. It is important to note that the open parentheses is discarded by the getline function. That is why leftover starts with 8. Note that the second getline function remains, with 2 arguments. Therefore, it stops at the new line character at the end of the same line and does not grab anything from the second line. Now we replace the open parentheses with a closing parentheses for the delimiter. Pause the video and think about what the program will store and display for val and leftover. The first getline function extracts and stores the characters before the closing parentheses into val. It discards the closing parentheses. As a result, leftover starts with 5. Now we put a dash as the delimiter. All characters before the dash are extracted and stored in val. The dash is discarded by the first getline function. Leftover picks up the rest of the first line. Now we put 5 as the delimiter for the first getline function. Although there are multiple 5s in the first line, the getline function will stop at the first 5, not the last 5. What do you think would happen when we replace the delimiter with a \n? What would happen when we use a hashtag as a delimiter for the first getline function? As shown by the result, the new line character at the end of the first line is extracted from the data file and stored into val. That is why a blank line shows up before the label leftover. The hashtag is discarded by the first get line, and leftover picks up the rest of the second line. Space can also be a delimiter for the getline function. It works the same way as other characters. Hopefully your prediction matched exactly with the result of the execution.